Let me make sure that everything is nice. So that's working. And are we live on Twitch? Oh, we are. Cool. Alright. So let's see if we can get this going. Yesterday, there's like good news and bad news. So yesterday, well, actually let me start with like what's going on. Basically, I'm doing Founders Mode Challenge. I'm making $0, living in my parents' basement, and I need to get something going for me. And dropped out of my PhD last year. My goals since the moment I dropped out, I knew I wanted to make apps, and only now have I gone around or felt like I've been ready to make apps. And so last month, made my first app, launched it yesterday, starting to market it today, and right now it's free, so I don't see any money coming in for that app for like the next 2 months until I figure out, it was an MVP, so until I figure out what premium features to add to it, it's going to be free. And now I'm working on my second app. And for my second app, I originally had an idea of like having like a habit tracker, another habit tracker, but no, it was a little bit more than just a habit tracker. But anyways, I've noticed a lot of people are blowing up with like AI apps, and so I figured if I'm going to go big with this challenge, why not just go all out for my second app? And so I'm doing a kids coloring book, kids 18 to 15, not kids younger, because then that becomes a little bit more I need more like design resources than I have at the moment. Yeah, so this is a coloring book app. Essentially, they can explore the gallery first thing they see, offering variety. I think that's one of the things I noticed in my user research, that when people download a coloring book app, they just want to see the variety first. And then the main, I guess, flow, or the key differentiator that's there, is they're able to create what they imagine. And they can create a page or they can create a story. This is a story, this is a page. For this simple one, we're just going to be using Apple's pencil kit, so that I don't have to make my own coloring tools. And what else? Yeah, and then they can just see all their coloring. And because it is a kid's coloring book, we're going to need a little bit more like oversight for the parental guidance. And so so parental guidance, but then also because this one, unlike my first app, it's clear to me what I can charge, what I feel comfortable charging for. And so I'm going to integrate subscription / in-app purchases. So that's a completely new thing I'm learning too. And then because I also want to make this better than my first app, integrating like rating, sharing, and an onboarding flow that I have not yet created. So I'm really like trying to stack everything I've learned from my first app and make the second app a lot better, and then going forward do that with my third app. Yeah, so first day I was really just working on, like, during on stream, working on trying to understand all the data that's moving around, how things need to communicate, because my app is more complicated than just request an image and then send that prompt to an AI, get that image, and then you have a gallery. I also have this explore page, and this explore page is a little bit like a social media explore page without the social aspects. For example, these animals or these categories can be customized based on the onboarding flow. Tell me what you're interested, what kind of topics and what kind of coloring pages are you interested in, and then we'll customize your homepage, your explore page. And what else? yeah, from our creative kids, we're also going to be taking coloring pages that other kids have submitted, because their submissions are going to be moderated. They can't use certain words. And I don't think it's possible to convey personal information in a coloring page. It'll be fine, but regardless, I'm still going to be moderating it, just making sure there's no personal information in the. If they somehow manage to prompt a picture that for some reason does show personal information, then I'll just delete it from wherever I'm storing those pictures, and then not even upload it into this. And then just having like a little fun weekly thing, trying to get the people to come back and see what's new. So first day was working on the data flows and this create page, and so I have that page story. When you select an idea, it's going to give you a new one. I do need to change the fact that it's when it's first loaded. It's saved, I guess. But when it said, for example, it was black and I need it to be gray, so that they know it's like a placeholder text. When they tap these, then they know it's like it actually populated the table, or the what is it called? Text view. And then this is just changing how many pages. I do need to add an error here. I need to write these down. Let me write these down. So limit number of pages. I think I'm going to limit it to like 6 or maybe 5. The problem with having too many pages is when you're using AI, I think the prompt optimizer is going to be fine, but trying to generate images that are that follow each other in sequence, having like continuity between those images, is going to get more and more difficult as the number of pages increases. And so I said limit the number of pages. And then text view needs to be gray before typing or tapping. And then I also need to integrate text to speech, and this button doesn't do anything at the moment, but it will. And then what else? So yesterday my goal was to try to finish the story view and the the color view. So once the user generates a story or generates a coloring page, the page they're taking here, they can draw it. For the story they're taking here, they can swipe through the pages and then tap on one to go to the coloring view. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure this out. Right now I have something that's like mostly working. Yellow is just for me to debug what was going on. So right now it works with the finger, and then you can double tap, go to pencil only, and then let me see if I can. I'll get to that later. But yesterday the main issue I was facing was trying to trying to integrate Pencil Kit, but then also have a scroll view, because combining those seemed to be like just a headache. And part of the reason for that was that this image is embedded in a scroll view, and that scroll view, the anchor was set to the view's anchor, so it was going all the way to the bottom. Even if there was a tab bar, even if there's this, it's going to the bottom. And when that happens, this image is centered in the scroll view, and so instead of it being like right here, where it appears centered visually, it's like shifted downward because it's actually considering from here all the way to here. And so it was just looking off, and I try to like, I'm not all about just it's functioning, let's ship it. It's more like it needs to be lovable, like it needs to make sense enough for at least for the first version. So yeah, took till 5 or 6, I think it was, because I had to redo this page like multiple times, but eventually I figured it out. Mostly there's still some like errors on the iPad. Were there errors actually? There's still some light issues that I face, and I don't know if I completely resolved everything. So right now I'm also kind of taking stock on where I am, because I've kind of been all over the place. When I get blocked on something and it's getting frustrating, I try to move on to find a little place that I can gain some momentum, then come back to it. So that was a coloring view. And let me see my notes. Coloring view. I need to test this on my phone and the iPad. Do people use Apple Pencils with iOS devices? Because if they don't, that's going to be one easy thing I can then remove. Because here, for example, if I say Apple Pencil and then I try to use an Apple Pencil on my phone, users may not even realize they're in pencil mode. So that'd be an easy thing to help people from getting confused. Test on iPhone and iPad. Do people even use Apple Pencil with iPhones? If not, then we can available for iPads. So pencils did work on the iPad, which is great. I know a lot of people like to color on iPads, and when they're coloring on iPad, it's also particularly because they want to add more details or be more precise. So I need to test this on my iPhone and my iPad. And the other thing that was bothering me about this was, if you see like how quickly these respond, it takes like half a second. And I'm wondering, I was going through the code yesterday and there was no like delay, and it's not that quick, or it responds quicker on notes when you use this. And so I'm wondering why like the buttons have some animation to it. Why do animation / delay? And it's not just these buttons, it's like these buttons as well. And I'm pretty sure these buttons aren't even tied to anything. So I'm wondering, it's weird. And what else? Yeah, so that was yesterday. Oh, yeah. Okay, part of the reason I'm confused is because I was having an issue with this for the longest time, until like maybe 4 or 5 p.m., even though I started working on it in the morning. And so I got a bit like, I don't know, flustered or frustrated. And so then I stopped working on it, took a break, started working on it a little bit more. For some reason I thought I got frustrated and wasn't getting it to work. So then I started working on AI. And that's actually something I can report before I just start focusing and trying to take stock of where I am. So yesterday, the other goal was to start testing AI, see if I can find like a good AI model, and create coloring pages. Let's see. And so here's some of the coloring pages. The AI model took me from 6 until 2. That's 8 hours. Completely frustrating, doing a lot of research. Because of that reason, I don't know if I'm going to be saying the AI model that I'm using, or like how I know I said I was going to be transparent, but I need a little bit of an edge. Realizing like for example, Pencil Kit, like figuring out what is Pencil Kit, and like that's one I'll just give away for free. But I know there's going to be people that are watching these streams and literally just copying what I'm doing. Like I already mentioned tips about the explore page and things that you can do to get people to come back, and mentioning how onboarding is going to be useful for that. And so it's like I'm making it easier to connect the dots in a lot of these places, but I don't want to completely give everything away for free. Or not that I'm going to charge like courses for it, but I need a competitive edge. And so I don't know that I'll be saying that anyways. Started the evening just testing a bunch of different AI models. Realized that there's not very many of them that are available. And so this is something you could figure out if you spend like an evening. And then I found one and was at first kind of I guess frustrated, because you see these are two images that it generated, and then I also asked it to generate like 6 other images at first, and this one's like pretty good for a coloring page. Like there's a lot of detail, and it has two tails. I didn't notice that part, but it's pretty good. Like this would be like an adult coloring page maybe, and that was like promising, because if it can have that much detail, it can also have a lot less detail. But then as I went on with my other tests, like they were just completely all over the place, and so I was completely and utterly confused on how you get consistency when using AI. Because if I'm charging people for these coloring pages and they're coming out colored, or they're coming out like a regular image, that's not a good service. That's not something I would want to put out there. And so yeah, I was just testing, I think 3 or 4 hours, realized I don't know that I can ensure consistency. It got to the point where I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to find one of these free models that is open source, download it, try to generate a bunch of coloring images like this, because I don't know where I'm going to get a huge free repository. So just go through the roulette, try to get a bunch of these images, train the model, and then I'm going to either have to try to self-host it or host it on the cloud, since it's a custom model. And it was just like a whole rabbit hole of, yeah, this is going to be expensive. If I'm self-hosting, cloud hosting is going to be like $700 a month, $1,000 a month for an app that has no users, no demand yet. And until I can because marketing is basically the building is just the first part, and it's not necessarily going to mean that anything unless you somehow just completely nailed down word of mouth and virality without needing to market it yourself. Then it's just not going to go viral in that most of the time. Where was I going with this? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So hosting my own GPUs, my own model is just unreasonable. And then I was going to sit down and start to think about like, okay, what am I going to do today? Am I just going to think about my next idea, come back to this in the future? But I decided to try to give it a little bit more time and try to figure it out and play with all the different settings when prompting. And these were some of the first 3 images that I created, and I was like, wow, I think I can make this happen. And from there, I was just experimenting, seeing like how I can consistently generate these coloring pages. And these were like the next 5 or 6 or 7, 8. And yeah, the goal is basically, like here you can see there's a lot of like ambiguous figures. Trying to figure out how I can not generate images like this, make the images more cohesive, have things be clear in what they are. And so here was like the first two. This is a little bit better. This had like its redeeming qualities, but it also had ambiguous things and just distortions. Also, the dragon is in the cooking pot, and I don't know that that's like a good image that you want to serve to the kids. This one, same thing. Dragon is in, it's supposed to be a dragon chef in the cooking pot. This looks more like an alligator, and there's like the background, the shelves. They're lacking some cohesiveness, but it's also just very like ambiguous. Like it's not very clear. This was a little bit better, and this was a little bit ambiguous in the pot. And then here, just all the utensils around him in the environment. So just testing like how working on the prompts, but then also working on the parameters that were providing the prompt. Yeah, so that was working on the AI yesterday. So I didn't get the story view, which I wanted to do. And so now things are starting to stack up. Like the first day, I didn't completely map out all the data, and so I didn't get to do that yesterday. Yesterday started the AI, but didn't integrate it. Didn't do story mode. Drawing, coloring view is still kind of 80% there. Need to account for the iPad. Create, as you saw, was not completely done. And coloring view, yeah, I just mentioned coloring view. And the goal today was going to be gallery and the explore page. So now I'm wondering, what should I do on stream and today? Gallery, explore, onboarding. I think like the sensible thing would be try to like just finish up the other areas that do need to be finished. For example, create text to speech, limit the number of pages. But at the same time, I kind of want to go on to like the explore page or creating the gallery, because part of the issue is if I stay in one of these other pages too long, then I feel like I get nitpicky and try to aim for perfection, which then just delays everything. But I could be overextending myself on the other hand, and then I just start making a mess in the integration, connecting all these different pages. What should I do here? Let me ask Claude, and that's also something new that happened yesterday. I was just so frustrated with DeepSeek, the R1, and with what was it, O1 and O3 Mini. ChatGPT was actually trying to limit like was gonna cut me off until like next week because of how many messages I've been sending to O1 and O3 Mini. So I started using Claude, and it actually helped me debug the coloring view a lot better than DeepSeek and a lot better than O3 Mini and O1. So wait, hold on. Twitch. Hold on, give me a minute. Cool. Alright, so we'll just go through this process because I'm all over the place with this app at this moment. I want to tie up loose ends, but I also want to just keep pumping out as much of the app that I can. Hi, Claude. Can you help me decide what to work on in my app? My kids' coloring book app now. How do you say? My kids AI. This is important context. I started with the create page where I think the only reason, well, I mean, I'm just gonna write it. But I was gonna say one of the only reasons that I need like it's one of those cases where you need like a third perspective or a second perspective, but an outside perspective. Because I would probably decide just to continue to expand, but this might help convince me to, and work with me, actually, like peer work with me on the create and the set and the coloring view, and give me the little extra push that I need mentally to just get over it. So I started with the create page where the user can prompt for a custom coloring page. I mostly finished it, but I need to add text, speech. I don't know if I need something custom for this or if Apple has a simple, like, what do you call it? Library. And slight UX enhancements. It was like 90% finished. I went on to create the coloring view controller where they can color with pencil kit. I finished, or not finished. I was about, let's say like 80%, because I think it's close to being done, but it might be like another 3 or 4 hours of debugging. I was about 80% finished, and I can't recall. Oh, and I think there were like oh, I remember why. So on iPad, yeah. Okay, I remember. When I was testing on iPad, what was happening was, so iPad has like a new way of navigating. So as you can see, when I go to the coloring page, this tab bar at the bottom is removed and replaced with the pencil kit toolbar or toolkit. And on iPad, what happens is they have a new way of showing like the the tab bar. The tab bar is no longer like a typical tab bar that you might see on iOS devices. It's actually a little like, what do you call it? It's like a rectangle with rounded edges, and all the different tab bars are just like, it's like a segmented button, I think is the best way to say it. So basically like this. It just has all the different, what do you call these? Titles, all the different sections in a segmented button, and you can tap through it at the top. And so in the coloring view, there's that, then there's all of this, then there's a coloring page, and then there's this. And that's kind of fine, but it just feels too crowded. And I've noticed that a lot of other coloring coloring book apps, they have the ability to like go in focus mode where you just see this and everything else is hidden. And so I was wondering if this even needed to be here, because it's just taking so much space, and wondering if I should have like a full screen mode. But I think there were like enhancements I could make. Light is putting it. There were enhancements that I could make, such as mode, hiding the nav bar, and the, what do you call it? Because it doesn't have any context on the toolbar kit, and a toolbar stack. Implemented. Let's say like that. Then at that point I was over where I was or I started to work on finding an AI to create the coloring pages, ensuring consistency. I to 80% completion. Semi-finished. I have 3 semi-finished aspects, and don't know, or how should I put it? What's my hesitation with like just, but I also have like a urge. Have an urge to continue to expand the app and work on the gallery, or overextending. How do you spell? Oh, might be overextending myself. What do you think I should work on? But I also have an urge. It feels fresh, I guess you could say. Like it feels new. Something that's easier, I guess, to work on than trying to just really refine the little it's not minutia, but it feels like it. And whatever recommends is where I'll start working. I just don't want to. And let me see, where is... Alright, so let's see what Claude says, because I will go with this. Let me help you think about this strategically. Create pages, 90% done. Missing text-to-speech. Missing UI enhancements. Core functionality is working, yes. Coloring view, 80% done. Full screen mode, yeah. Core works, yes, that's true. Is it true? Oh, actually something I also remembered that I need to improve on the drawing page was I need to let the user save their images, or save the coloring, because the image and the coloring that they're doing are not one thing. The coloring is like an overlay, and so we need to save that. Right now it's not being saved, so save the coloring overlay. I think I can show that if I go open and, or let me make it more. Oh, that's another thing I wasn't sure about. See, look, like, wait. How do I? Yeah, I don't know if you can notice it, but like when I tap and drag, it's making like these, like it's making it straight. It has like 2 points, and it's making it a straight line, and it's not necessarily following. Well, I think maybe that's just the way that I'm drawing, and users need a clear like tutorial, which is this button, on the best practices when drawing, because otherwise trying to dive into the pencil kit and create an extension for the drawing mechanics is just going to be horrible. It's going to be a nightmare. So drawing, I'll put that actually in onboard. No, not onboarding. When am I going to create the tutorial? I didn't even mention that here in my notes. I'll put that, let's say like day 5. We're going to make the tutorial, and then be clear on the best practices. If they're moving their finger too quickly, the mechanics might not work as they expect. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. It might be because like the screen, the data is being fetched at a certain like frames per second is the way I think about it. Probably not the correct technical jargon, but screen's just receiving input at a certain frequency, basically. Be clear on the best practices if they are moving finger too rapidly or erratically. The drawing might not, and I won't say it in that way, might not work like they expect. So let's go back to this. AI. Oh, actually one thing that I was going to show was if I come back here, it's disappeared. So I need to save the coloring overlay. And so what it's saying, my recommendation would be to focus on completing the core features. Okay. Before expanding. Here's why. Having multiple can make testing more difficult. True. But on the other hand, like everything's modular. Yeah, modular, because what happens in the coloring view does not go back to the create page, and what happens in the explore page does not go back to the coloring view. Things like that. Users need a complete core experience before. Well, I mean, that point, it's not even shipped yet, so finishing nearly complete gives you, yeah, doesn't feel like it at the moment, but that's true. I would prioritize in this order. I guess part of me trying to move on to the other aspects of the app is not feel like I'm falling behind, even though I am behind, and so I just need to get caught up. I want this to be 7 days. Might be more like, at this point, 2 weeks. Well, a week and a half left. So finish AI generation. I don't know that I want to do that on stream, because then I'm going to give away too much of my secret sauce there. But the coloring view, it's a core interaction where users spend most of their time. Yeah. Well, significantly, the improvements will media impact. That's true. Oh, okay. When I read this, I thought it was like AWS speech synthesizer. I don't know why. And I was thinking that was going to be a nightmare. Yeah, so thankfully we have built-in solutions that'll make create page just we'll make it quick. So I think considering this, we're gonna work here. We'll just test on my iPad, test on my iPhone mini, and see what issues arise. And where's my iPhone? Oh. Actually, what I'm curious about is it possible to use Apple Pencil with iPhone? Thank sweet baby Jesus. That is the best news I've heard. Okay, so then that clarifies things for me. So people use, okay, so that's one thing. Coloring view, I need test. And then I also need to adjust code. So Apple or pencil mode is how I'd say it. Pencil mode is only available on iPad, because right now I have pencil mode available on the phone, and it makes no sense if pencils are not allowed to be used with the iPhone. I need to figure out why the buttons have animation or a delay. And and then I need to consider the, wait, let me move this up in my to-do. why do buttons have delay? And then I need to consider the full screen option. And yeah, so let me see if I can show my iPad. You can see what I'm talking about. So if you can see, like, the top view takes up about like 1/5 of the screen when we're in this mode. And if I didn't even test that yet. If I go like this, oh, that's not bad. If I'm in portrait mode, it takes up like maybe 1/8, 1/10 of the screen, which isn't bad. But it's when it's in landscape mode that it takes up like 1/5 of the page, 1/6 of the page, and it's just a lot. And then also because well, yeah, it takes up a lot. And so I was thinking about adding like a maybe well, yeah, we want full screen mode. I think I want full screen mode if it's not a headache to integrate. Consider full screen option. And I was just thinking about where I would put the button, and on my iPad I could put that in the nav bar, and that would be a good option here. The alternative is to add it here at the bottom right corner of the scroll view. And let me write these down. So either as oh yeah, maybe not in the nav bar, because if I tap it and go into full screen mode, where does it go? So it'd probably be possibly in the lower right corner of the scroll view. Whatever of the wait, how do I think about this? Of the, not the scroll view, of the current view. Because if I can't scroll here, can I? No, I can't scroll here. But if I scroll, what happens is I'm zooming in on the scroll view. And if I'm zooming in on the scroll view and I put the full page button in that corner, when I zoom in, I can no longer see it. But I want the ability to go in and out of full screen at all times, no matter how zoomed in I am. And ooh, I noticed another bug I need to work on. So the other bug is on iPad, when I am in pencil mode. Wait, is that the case? Oh, no. Oh, but okay. So what happens is the pencil kit toolbar has an option where you tap onto the ellipses or the settings, and you can toggle like draw with my finger, but that isn't synced with the way I'm keeping like state, finger mode, pencil mode. So toolbar on iPad has draw with finger. This is not synced with, and I can just look at the code and drawing mode. This, no. Drawing finger enabled. So I need to sync those settings. And then what else? Auto minimize, I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, that removes the... Oh, I do not like that. But that's already part of the toolkit, so I don't need that. And then what else? I think that's it for the iPad, really. There weren't many... My nose is really dry, so that's why I'm always playing with my nose. Yeah, this isn't as bad as as dire as I thought it would be. Yeah, so I just need to sync those. Oh, save. Did I not save that down? Save the coloring. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I've been writing 2 separate notes because all over the place. So save the coloring view overlay. Support the Apple Pencil, which I do. And right now on the iPad, I can also go, it's full screen, so that's great. And it's full screen here, so that's also great. And then let's test iPhone, and then I need to take a small break, blow my boogers. Oh, let me send the latest to my phone. iPhone 13 mini. Send it. This is actually one of the new features on Xcode that I really liked. It's able to send it. It sends really quickly. App's already on my phone. Well, it's loading, but I don't even need to connect any of my phones to get to push the app to them. Still loading. And what else? So I'm just waiting for that. Oh, okay, there. So what are issues? I already mentioned the animation. Did I write it down though? Actually, so you all can see what I'm writing down. Let me just write them down here. Wait. Yeah, and these are other things I wanted to work on. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm gonna push my code, so this will save, and then I'll just delete it. And you push my code to get stable version, and then push. Okay, so now we can just delete this. And image view is not centered. This one was the trickiest to try to fix yesterday. Oh yeah, okay. Great points that I forgot about. So that's all things I need to work on. To do. Oh, save the, no, yeah. Okay. Why do buttons have animation? Okay, and let me finish testing this, and I'll take a quick break. Yeah, so I'm gonna disable the double tapping on the oh, okay, that's gonna fix another issue. Remove double tapping. Wait. Okay, so adjust, and so when this happens, what this is going to do is only allow finger mode in iPhones. Double tapping to switch is not enabled. And so what does this mean? Oh, no, yeah, that was good. And then what does this mean for iPad? That they're... Ooh, okay. And then iPad, start with pencil mode. User in... Well, okay, that's actually a question. But if user doesn't have a pencil, does the iPad know this? Like how... If I don't have a pencil, and I think that would be something that Apple Pencil Kit has like a function for, like, so I don't know, we'll have to see. Just Apple to start in finger mode, start with pencil mode. Users can toggle, and that way I don't have to keep state draw with finger mode, and so my code becomes a lot cleaner with this. Can toggle draw in finger mode in the pencil kit toolbar. Tool, I don't know if it's a toolbar, but we'll call it that. And what else? Oh yeah. Okay, I remember the other bug that I was facing yesterday. So what happens is when I go into the coloring page, I don't know if you could see it. You can see the toolbar at the bottom. I double tap to switch into pencil mode, even though iPhones don't support pencils, and then you can see the toolbar is missing. And then no matter what I do from there, there's no way to bring it back. And that was one of the issues that was taking me forever to debug, because if I do bring it back, what I'm doing in my code is essentially creating like another observer, or what's the word? I'm basically like recreating another instance, or I don't even remember. But I'm creating another instance and just slapping it on top of what is there, even though it's not showing. And then that led to like the app freezing and crashing. And so that took me a while to debug, and I figured out a way to fix it. No, I don't think I ever did. So I had to start from scratch. So yeah, that will fix the iPhone bug that I was having. If I do this, because if I don't support it, then if they double tap, there's no way to switch modes anyways, and so then it won't disappear. And did I say full screen mode? Adjust code. No, yeah, so this is moot. Why do buttons consider full screen? Yep. Of the current view. So even when they zoom in, it's always in the same place. And save the coloring overlay. What else? And then after that, I'm going to create a page struct, and this isn't necessarily needed for this view, but it's going to be useful when we're integrating the story view and the gallery. Yeah. UI alert. Oh, and I also need to make the nav bar editable. Oh, but that comes after this, because then, yeah, I see why I ordered it this way. So how do we provide this to Claude to help me? So I just finished testing. The only thing that I didn't like about the iPad was that the Apple's native UI, I guess, their tab bar is now at the top, and it's a segmented button. So I don't know if I want to force that change or not. I think right now I'll just run with it. Because of this, it also doesn't have any like icons anymore. It's just the text and a segmented button. Yeah, I think everything else is fine. And right now I'm going to keep the background yellow, which is, oh, I didn't even show it. But yeah, my background is yellow at the moment, just so I can keep an eye on the scroll view and make sure it's working as I intended. Everything else is good. Oh, no, yeah. The other thing I need to do is, I don't want to half finish. So that means we're also going to need to integrate all of these options. So save the coloring overlay. Have an option to, or UI menu, which is the options menu. And this UI menu is going to have a clear the coloring overlay option with a UI alert to confirm. And then we're also going to do share the coloring page to do print the coloring page. We're going to want to duplicate. And I think should this duplicate, or actually I don't think I have a question. The current status, the current state. And then what else? We're going to want to do report alert, and then confirm action will be left empty for when we integrate, or when we start to implement the controller. Right now I'm following view model controller, and so this is the view model view controller, MVC. This is the view. We're gonna start to integrate the model here, and so when we have the controller, that's when we'll hook up the confirm, the delete. The clear can be done here. Confirm action will be left for when we create the controller. NVC. Just, this is context for Claude to do, and then delete will be left for when we leads to a UI alert, delete, which leads to an alert, a UI alert, let's be consistent. And then after that, yeah, this page will be complete. I can finally say it will be complete. Oh, actually, I'll leave this for here, but something I'm still completely undecided on is when the nav bar goes to the gallery versus when it goes back, just back. Because the flow as it is would be create my page, go here, this goes back to gallery. And that's not standard UI or iOS behavior, but it is typical in coloring pages, coloring book apps, where you go back and you're taken to like your gallery or all your coloring pages instead of going back to where you got the drawing from. But where that becomes an issue is if I do that, then what about the case where I create a story, go here, tap on an image, I want to color the image, whatever, then I want to go back to color the next image in my story. So it's kind of like conflicting, and I need to decide when it just goes back versus when it goes to gallery. Should I stay create page, color, and then gallery. This is not typical iOS nav behavior, but it is typical in coloring book apps. Also, it conflicts, no, yeah, I just spelled that right, with create story, tap on, or story view, tap on page in the story, which leads to color, which leads to, if I want to go back to story view. And then I can just clear this up by going like that. Okay. And what else am I thinking about? I think that's it. It's it feels like I procrastinated for an hour, but at the same time, having all this clarity on like perfecting this core like view that the user is going to be using just unlocks everything. Because then after this is just Apple library. This is just simple. This is simple. So this is going to be done. I'm close to the AI finishing, and this is going to be done. And so it's like the majority of the app is already going to be there. Even though I know integrating subscriptions and everything else is going to take a while. Well, at least testing. Integrating is probably going to be the easy part. Testing is going to be the more involved part. So I just finished testing. And let me transfer these notes to my own note. I'm starting to be more rigorous in documenting what I do so that then I can go back when something isn't working and see what I did. New notes, dev notes, and then here we'll just add a note saying the coloring page view controller, and then I'll say what I did. Oop. I did this to do. Okay. So adjust code, so pencil, oh, great. And actually, let's put this before, so then that would be like a quick one to just get out of the way. Oh, and actually, let me write this down, because I know I'm going to forget this later. So, write this in here. My daily tasks. Great suggestion. Here are the I told it I was like 90% done, or 80%, 90%, 80%. And this list just makes it feel like it's not close to 80. Here is the list of tasks. Test it on my iPad and my iPhone mini. And here is the list of tasks I came up with. I went to sleep at 2 because I was testing the AI. So I woke up like at 8. Well, whenever I started this. So I'm just tired. 3 days in a row, 6 hours of sleep. Here is the list of tasks that I came up with. Let's take them on one at a time, just to make we aren't changing anything else. Alright, so while it's thinking, I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back, get some water. Wait. Alright, I am back. Put on my music. And let's get started. So, no. Oh, okay. It said let's start with the core UX UI issues. I thought I was gonna go for like something I'm mentally not ready for. Drag me in deep. But it's ooh, yeah, I went for damn. I like this. It's encouraging because I wanted to go just for this, and then it was like, no, see, it's not that bad. Here it is. So I'm like, okay, that was a nice little win. Okay. Why is, oh, something's up with my screen. Wait. Oh, wait, what's going on with my screen? My camera's working, but huh. How do I fix this? Someone speaking, working. This is my view, this is my... If I toggle this... It's not updating, huh? Properties, display capture, restart capture. Ooh, okay. Oh, how long was that frozen for? It was... Oh, that might have been frozen for a while. Okay. We'll just move forward. Can't go backward. Yeah. So, the button delay. Where is this coming from? Let's start. I'll suggest solutions for each. Disable. The thing that confuses me is I've never had this issue. Well, it's not an issue. It's more like a feature. I've never had this feature just show up in my code before. Button. Wait, no. How come I've never had this issue in it? This is the create page. No, let me run it on the... Okay, I already have it on my phone. So my create page, if I tap something, it's responsive right away. But I don't have any icons that I can like... reference. Wait, do I have my other app I could reference? I can't tell. So I have, yeah, I don't need any of this old code. What I'm trying to do is iTunes Store. I will leave that like it is for now. Open. Yeah, why is that there? And that's for all the buttons. So if I just say no, this is create. This is where I care about the buttons. Forward button, touch up inside. Set image. Configuration update handler. No, just copy it. That's the same, that's the same. That's new. This is what we want. Button size medium. Yep, looks good. And just rerun it, see if it works. If it does, then we'll just do the same thing for the other buttons. Where was it? Here. Oh, okay, I think it works, but it looks small. Wait, what? Preferred scale, button size, image. And then let's just keep it consistent. I think the button and the image can be different, but we'll keep it the same. Oh, wait. Oh, see, that's another reason why I wanted to get rid of the double tapping, because oh, double tapping works on this, but not on my iPhone. On my iPhone. But anyways, you can see these taps are registered for these, but for like it's also being registered for switching the modes. Okay, that was an aside. And wait. Yeah, so that worked as I wanted, but what I did not like is that it misaligned my button. Base background color dot green. So let me just see where this base is coming in. If it's in the image or if it's in the button target, I guess. Huh. Yeah, there's like some space that I think pushed, because this is off center now. And this is like right here, like slightly but this is way off. So it should be like right here. So there's all this extra space that's been added that I don't know where it's coming from. And I don't know where it's coming from. I'd say it's question mark, or let's do it here where I do this. Oops. And then question mark button dot background. Yep. Okay, so what are we gonna do about this? I'm blanking on what. Wait. Because one option is it's a good idea to have this much area for the tab target, but I don't want it to affect the alignment of things, because then it's just like it starts to look crazy. Or let me come back to this afterwards, because we're gonna have to do this change to everything. So if I start, yeah, let's come back to this after. Like, I'm not even gonna elaborate on what I'm thinking until I see how it impacts everything else. So we copy this and we go to the more button. Here the only thing we need to change is this, or system tint label. Yeah, that's the only thing we need to. Missing. Oh. Return button. And then what else? How do we do these? I think it's as simple as we copy this, the configuration, we comment this out, add this image here, and then we should be good to go. So we can test that, and do the same thing. No, wait. No, I'm blanking. Back for, oh, here. And then just yeah, that should be good. Yep, so everything has been pushed out. And let me just visualize it, because, or do I even need to? Let's ask Claude, and see what it suggests. Wait, but did it work? That's something that I didn't try yet. Oh, yeah, okay, it's already here. So then I just color. And then do another backward. Oh yeah, I need to remove the double taps. I want to see how fast I can, because I want to see if the animation's gone, but I can't double tap fast enough to test that. Yeah, but I think it's gone. Yeah, I think it's gone. So this is good. Now we just need to figure out the spacing issue. Great. Oh. Oh, I should read the messages more thoroughly. This removed the animation. However, also added spacing to the left, on the left. Are these far apart? No, I think these might be fine in terms of how far apart. Well, I want them a little bit closer. I want them like at least 16 pixels. At most 16 pixels, I think. And remove left, remove the right. And so the alignment looks off. Oh, is my screen frozen again? What is up with this? You can see my mouse move. Okay. I'm gonna need to figure this out. Does it work? Yep. It's working now, as far as I can tell. Alright, so I don't know if you saw this, but right now we're working on the top, and the issue is that there's like it threw off the alignment on the left and the right, and these are too far apart. So that's what I'm working on right now in the coloring view. So this removed the animation, however, it added spacing on the left and right, so the alignment looks off. I want to remove I could try to make this hacky, and yeah, it's still there. I could try to make this hacky and like remove this spacing, so this still has like 16 pixels on the left. Yeah, left. On the left. And then do the same thing here. But that's where it starts to get like complicated. Unnecessarily complex. So I just want to cut it off here. I want to remove the spacing to the left of the question mark image. Of the okay, wait. To make it unnecessarily complex, I'm just going to remove this, and then I'll use whatever it does there, add it to these buttons, and then everything is going to be fixed. So button configuration, this, button size, medium. Oh, I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it. Oh, it does work. Cool. Or not work, but build. I don't know if it'll build. This is question mark. Wait, let's see what this does. I think it's just going to completely collapse the spacing around. And, oh, nope, not here. Well, let's just test it with question mark first before I add it and have it not work. settings, open coloring page. Oh, this is what we intended. And it can be, because I don't want it to be too small. So on the question mark, the top can be like 4. How much spacing do we have though? Yeah, we have enough for that. So we could say 4. On the bottom, we could say 4. Leading 0, trailing 4. But it might even be like 8. 8 might be acceptable as well. Leading on the bottom. Oh, the bottom was cut off for some reason. Let me actually do, I'll just write 8. I don't think it'll change anything, but it will make the button just more easily tappable. Oh, it does, okay. And I think that's it. Yeah. You do the same thing for the other buttons. That's question mark, more button, right before the configuration. So this, what do we want is just the opposite. So we do 0 here, leading is 8, and then in the forward button, okay, screen is still working. Wait. Oh, here. Here, the forward button is this one. So what we want is to cut off the leading, which is there. And then the backward, I didn't name these, Chat GPT named these, which is why I switched to Claude. No, that's not the reason I switched. Well, it's an indication of the reason I switched to Claude. A byproduct of the reason. And those are closer. Dope. Oh, well, duh. That's another thing actually might be. Oh, okay. So since we removed the animations and that worked. Great. Now, before we move on to the next task, this is where I'm starting to nitpick because I don't know if I said it, but I thought it. See here, there's no more forward button actions, and typically when you can't do anything, it's grayed out, like on just naturally. And right now this isn't like grayed out, and so kind of you never quite know when you can't go Command Z or Command Shift C. So it would just help the user know that there's no more future actions. Should we gray out the, and if we're doing this, no, let's just make it simple. No, wait, should we? Because right now what I have is just the arrows, and I could switch to like the arrows in where is it? SF symbols. Let me open this. I could switch to what are the name of the arrow U-turn. I could switch to like this one or the filled in version, like this one. What's the difference? Arrow U-turn, left, circle fill, square, backward? Huh, they look the same. So I could switch to these two. Copy name. So backward we'll just write, copied it there. Copy name. And then, I could just do right. Left, right. That's a song that I shouldn't sing on here. Because it's label. Wait, why is it so... It just looks, it looks small because the arrows are now smaller. Gotcha. Interesting. So do I make them like extra large or... What are the options? Dot. Large is largest. So what are the options? We could do foreground color, gray, and then let's do background, base background. What I want to do is give the, or maybe I need tint. I want to give the arrow slightly darker, give the background slightly lighter color. And so let's try this first. I think I might have to change, well, I don't even know. So that semi worked. It made the background gray, an ugly gray. Dot system gray. And then, oh, interesting. But then how do I change the arrow? Because the arrow seems like it would be in the foreground. Like tint, image with tint, let me see, with tint color, and then do system or label. I think this should work. Nope. Nope. Let's ask Claude. Probably has a way of doing this quicker. Now, before we move on to, should we create out the This is easy to implement, and I was also trying to change the system images, but issues with the background and tint coloring to make it look a bit more native. And I don't know if native is the right look to go for, if we should like make it look more kid friendly. But for now we'll just go for that. And I'll give it this example. Of me trying to the foreground. Oh, it's still okay. It's still working. The foreground change the arrow's color. And so let's see what happens. I wasn't aware of this. That's cool. And back button, forward button, update. Ooh, and oh, okay. That's not bad. See, like not knowing this though, it would take you like a while to understand what's like just on Google with Stack Overflow. But yeah, AI is cool. Where would I do this? Right here. I don't know if you can hear my stomach. I'm hungry. But I need to run after this. Go for a run, I mean. And need to update the back and forward button. Oh no, how did it? Alright, let me just paste it first. Here. Back and forward. Wait. Huh? Oh no, okay, I see what happened. Control I. Backward, circle, fill, base is clear. No, wait. What? I don't, okay, we'll see. We'll run it. I don't think that's gonna work how I want it to, but to update button states. I don't know where to add these. I think I'll just throw them anywhere and then ask chat to, oh wait, here. Let's do where we do undo reduce. Control I. And then we need to add this to our view did load. View did load. Here. Existing code, yeah, so just after. Control I. I wonder, oh no, I need to do this one at a time. Because I feel like I could have asked Claude to just, these are the changes I want to make, give me the updated code. But then that might be a nightmare. And then handle undo. Do I actually have anything? Oh, I do. And then I can do handle redo. And I think that's, oh no, there was one error here. Cannot infer type of closure parameter without a type notation interval. I don't know what interval is. Is it even used? Interesting. My back is messed up. Oh, it's using an observerizer. And I need to add this. And then I need to initialize button states. View did load. And at the end, wait, is that gonna, shouldn't, we'll see, because I feel like this might have to go, no, it might be fine, it might have to go before this, but I don't know. And add PK delegate method. Okay, so let me go back here. Here. Undo. And so we can just do this. Update. Update redo. And then add these two. No. Okay, I don't like when that happens because I added more code, but it didn't change anything. Like I still have the error. So it's moments like these where it's like I'm gonna need to refactor. Otherwise, I might be just bloating my code up. Or wait, let me try this first, because I did have this feeling. Nope, that did nothing. Wait, what were these about? Why did I do this? Forward. Let's see. System. Plain. Label, yeah, whatever. Button size large. Did that, did this. Oh, because, I see. So there's only just one line of code. And then backward button. Gotcha. Okay, so it kind of looks like it's going in the right direction, so I'll keep that code there for now. And let's just give it all of this. Change the errors. I copied my code in case I implemented something incorrectly. Hey, I don't know when you sent the message, Slimy Honeys, but it's going. Yesterday, got the coloring view done, and started working on the AI. I don't know if I still have. No, I don't have those images. Started working on the AI prompting, but I didn't get to the. Let me see, to this story view. So it's going right now. Working on just adding the finishing touches on this first, then finishing touches here, and then integrating the AI, and then going on the story view. I'm not quite as far as I want it to be, but it's going. And right now I'm just trying to, I don't know how long you've been here, but trying to change how these appear so it lets the user know when they have changes that they can go back and forth on. So yeah, let's see. Let's remove the problematic code since isn't available. We already have so we can simplify the view did load. So removed. Okay, so let's see. It's saying in view did load that we do not need load white coloring book, setup layout, pencil interaction. Yep. And then we have this gesture recognizer, and then the drawing policy by default, which is will change eventually. And oh, okay, so it doesn't need any of this apparently. Oh, gotcha. I see. I should have deleted. See, that one was my fault. Sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely working out. Yesterday, I almost was on the verge of maybe I have to switch. I stuck it out a little bit. When I was testing the AI, it wasn't consistently generating coloring pages. It was making images that had color that looked realistic, and so I was on the verge of I'd have to implement my own model, get my own data, host it myself, or host it on the cloud. That's going to be $700 a month or more. And so I was on the verge of considering another idea, but stuck it out a little bit more and figured out how to get consistent coloring images. This isn't one of them, but yeah. Okay, so let me draw something. Ooh. Okay, no wait. We have to go back. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, no, that's not working. This is good point. This is semi-working. When I I color the back or the undo button lights up. I'm not able to tap it, or my tap isn't being recognized. And we can also add a print statement to where the undo button update handle. So what's calling this? What is calling this actually? Huh. Oh, is that the issue? Nothing's calling this. Wait, I want to try to figure this out and not just give it to Claude. So the problem is that my music's too loud. The problem is that this is not being called anymore. Where did we previously... Okay, so let me see what was commented out. This is being... Oh, because it's... The button has a target, which is specified in the back button, and here is enabled, starts off as false. And so what's happening is... Or let me see what Claude was trying to do. Configuration is enabled, can undo. So it's trying to enable it here, can undo. And what does can undo? Update, which updates this. Updates is enabled. So what is that? Wait. Was that circular? Can undo. If it can undo, no, wait, is this? Wait. Why did it put this in here if these aren't being called? Undo manager. Oh, I'm short-circuiting my brain, but I'm there. I'm where the problem is occurring. I just don't know the change that I need to do. Got it. Wait, do I got it? Let me make sure. Wait. No, wait, okay. I might be tripping on something. Yeah, let me finish reading its suggestions, because sometimes I just assume things and I don't implement it correctly. Tap recognizer, drawing policy, delegate, update. Oh, okay, see that? That was all me. It's funny when they say AI makes you a 10x engineer, because I feel like it has improved my engineering, but based on like how on the dumb mistakes I make sometimes, I'm like 10x times like 0.5. So I have the 10x. Wait, oh, ooh, okay, nice. So that works. And oh, I just want to change the appearance. I don't know if it's me though, it just looks like these buttons are smaller than... Oh, okay, I know what I can do. So I can be consistent in the style, and instead of using the filled, use the regular ones. unfilled. And that might make it look better. And that'll also change what the bug I'm facing. Okay, yeah. So that looks better. Cool. So that's, I don't know, is it? I mean, it looks kind of like the same size as the other buttons. I don't know if I'm just hallucinating. So that's done. Took way longer because of my insufficiencies, my own limitations, not because of the AIs. Oh, what did I do? What was I gonna do? Dot green is what I was looking for. Okay, so that, yeah, that's done. Next, we can go here to adjust it so that iPad has pencil mode and finger mode, while iPhones only have finger mode. And that just means that, well, first, you can't even use a pencil. So if someone accidentally goes into pencil mode on the iPhone and they don't see the alert in time, they're gonna be like, why can't I draw anything? Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Insert space. Huh. I'll write that down. I don't know if I need to look into that. It might just be a simulator feature. But if you could do that on... No, I don't think you can do that on your phone. No, that's just a simulator bug. So, yeah. This will just enable users to be clear on that they can only use their finger on the iPhone. Users can toggle. Oh, and so actually, it gave me that suggestion a while back. Here it is. So we're gonna have a variable, checks if it's an iPad. And then if it is an iPad, we're going to do only pencil. We're going to set up the pencil interaction. And we're going to set that up. Otherwise, we're going to allow any input. And we're going to do drawing finger enabled. And toggle mode is only allowed on the iPad. Otherwise, you can't toggle it. And then this is for... Okay, this is nice. So then I can just copy paste most of this. Go back here, and how long has it been? 2 hours. So I think I'll do this, and then I'll be done streaming for the day. I'll still work after streaming to try to finish. Yeah, this would be a good goal, and this is achievable because once this is done, full screen is going to be the only difficult thing. Saving color overlay, I think, is going to be pretty straightforward. UI menu I've done before, and that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so I should be able to finish this today. And as for this, I will get started. And I think I should be able to finish this. So yeah, end of today I'll be done with like the core functionality of the app, which is coloring. And that's only possible because of AI. Otherwise, drawing, it would have just been such a pain for any like beginner, which I consider myself to be. Where am I? we'll put this here. Yeah, and then after this, I think, actually, let me add a to-do. I want to refactor all this code to just make it a little bit more organized. Right now, I've just been copying, pasting, editing my own code, going with the flow. Refactor, add marks, and organize extensions. Okay, so we added the iPad variable, view did load. We go here and we check if it's an iPad. So this would be first, I assume. Yeah, and the rest of the code is there. View did load, title. I do. Yeah, I definitely owe a lot to chat. At the same time, and I mean, it's a double-edged sword that right now, the edge is working for me, but eventually, if this app goes anywhere, it's going to be something that like anyone can try to recreate. And so I guess it's just about being first and being the best. But I haven't experienced that issue yet. So yeah. Yeah, and I definitely say it is a teacher if you make it so. If you just go through it quickly, the code will come in one ear, go out the other, and you won't even realize what you're doing. You're just following what chat is telling you to. And so in that sense, after every app I make, I try to go back through it and understand like at least 1 to 2 points that I didn't understand before, and keep building on top of that knowledge. And here. So this is going to exit this if it is on iPad, which is good. And then go here. Wait. Oh, do I not have this? Okay. I'm calling this separately. Wait. Pencil interaction. Yes, let me add this where we do the coloring pencil. Yeah, for sure. It's very simple. Yeah, I guess we'll see the reception. I think the difficult part that I have yet to encounter is the marketing, and that's actually something that I'm very excited about, because I know once I post my app, there's thousands, if not, well, yeah, thousands, tens of thousands of other apps. And so getting people to download it, be aware of it, that's going to be a new challenge in itself. And since I'm not an influencer, so I need to get caught up either in how I can make ads cheaply or become basically an influencer and know how to make viral apps. So it'll be an interesting challenge. Okay, so view did load. Did load. If we go, start with finger mode, is iPad. Okay, so I think what this is doing is here, is pencil available? And then we comment that out. Drawing finger is enabled, set up pencil. Wait, but pencil interaction, shouldn't this only occur if there is a pencil? This we do want to show, I think. It's just the Okay, I'm at it to do. I think this is going to cause the issues. This is what I didn't want. Wait, but this is only on the iPad, so we'll see. Test on iPad. And what this does, it changes the mode between finger mode and pencil mode, which we don't want on the iPhone. So this only does that on the iPad. But then on the iPad, this little bar also has settings that you can toggle between drawing and pencil, and so I don't know if this will be synced up. So test on iPad, see if it's synced with the tool picker. And actually, to do, shouldn't this only be if is pencil available? And what else? Okay. And let's see what else it said. Would you like me to continue with the next? We can tackle either the full. Ooh, so it's our. Damn, wait. What else is it saying? If you would prefer to work on the next, I'll provide deep for that specific feature. Oh, no. Okay, so this was back. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I went back to see its previous. Oh, no. Pencil interactions. Okay, so let's see. There with this function, and then we give it the error. And then I guess since I'm asking it about this issue, I'll also mention this observation that I had in view did load about, so I guess I can, yeah, I can delete this is fine. But here, also I had some observations in did load that I wanted to run by you. And then we can just close that and send it. So, is pencil available? It's saying we can check the, wait, is iPad, wait, what was it? Okay, let me go back to this. UI pencil interaction has no member pencil interactions. So I don't need to implement this first part because I already have that. But I do need to fix this second part. Does it take? No, did not take. Let's refine the setup. So, oh, okay, nice. I did like my suggestions. So if I go to is iPad, oh, I already had it. And then we can do is if pencil is available. If is pencil available, do something. Otherwise, we're going to want to do something else. So if it is available, we're going to set up the iPad to allow using the pencil, and we're going to have it be, we're going to have the canvas accept only pencil drawings, not finger drawings. And then we're going to say that the finger mode is not available. if there is a pencil. If the person has an iPad and does not have a pencil, then the canvas will allow any inputs. So I think that's gonna also allow pencil drawings, even if they have no pencil. That's a weird thing to think about. It allows pencil drawings even if they have no pencil. Maybe that was stylus. Maybe that's a thing. Right? Is pencil, set of pencil. Wait, before I delete this. Oh, interesting. Wait, what? Set up pencil interaction. No, the tool picker already has a toggle for finger drawing, so we probably don't need our own custom double tap gesture. Oh, yup. Okay, so I'd also like that suggestion. So then we don't need our own toggle feature, which I like, because that simplifies things. And oh yeah, we solved this issue. Okay. Great. For the second part, the first part still has an error. Outdated APIs. Let's use a simpler, more reliable approach to check if the pencil is available. Oh, maybe I should check, because if it has no access to updated is supported for language, no, I think it has only okay, so then let's go to developer documentation and let's check what's available. Is enabled. That's whether reports or squeezes on Apple Pencil to your app. That makes no sense. The actions can perform. Wait, so what it's looking for is supported or preferred drawing gesture recognizer. So is supported or preferred. Determining preferences. So is enabled. Wait, let me see. So UI pencil interaction. This might be one that's interesting. Person double taps. Preferred. No, I don't think it's any of these. These are settings when using your Apple Pencil, like double tapping it. Persons for drawing with a pencil only. Oh, this might prefers pencil only drawing. This might be it. Let me copy paste and just check with Claude, because I could be this was also not working. Here are the latest dev docs. Let me know if you need more info. Which do you think will work for us? And actually, before I send it, let me just review one more time. I kind of want to make my own opinion and see if Claude confirms it. So creating interaction, no, we don't need that. Handling interaction. This might be an interesting way to approach it, because that means they're already using an Apple Pencil. So if we're handling interactions, we're basically checking. We'd be checking if there are any interactions, and if no, that's not the optimal approach. Enabling interactions. Reports double or squeezes to your app. This might be an interesting approach, is enabled. But this is only checked. This is interesting. I don't quite understand it though. Is it saying that there is an Apple Pencil, or is it saying that at this moment there are double taps or squeezes to an Apple Pencil? Thank you. Have a good night. Let's see. So is enabled a preferred tap action. A person. No, so this is a setting for the Apple Pencil that I guess it can set in the settings. Determining input type. A person's preference for drawing with. I think this might be prefers hover tool. Yeah, so I think if it uses anything, it might be prefers pencil only drawing or is enabled. So let's see what it says. Let's use prefers. Yep. Okay. Wait, how did it do that? This will check if the device is an iPad. Here's why. Is pencil available? I don't think we need to check at all. Here's why. Handle. Oh, interesting. Okay. So then, since we don't even need to check if there's a pencil available, it's saying we can simplify the view controller, and view did load. Where is that? We can set up the layout, and then is iPad, is pencil available? No, wait. Oh, so this is where we can simplify what it's saying. And so then comment this out. And so then what we have is, whoa, what did I do? Oh, I see, gotcha. And so then what it's saying is we only need to set this up and say is default else any input drawing. Wait, why? We'll check if the device is an iPad. The user has indicated they prefer to draw with the, however, here's why. Already handle device specific behaviors. Automatically shows it. User can change their preference in the tool picker. So then I'll try it, but I'm not sure that this, because I'm curious what this is going to do. Command, no, it's not working. There. This, and this is the one I'm hesitant about. Don't we still need this? Oh wait, but we would set it to false anyways, no? Drawing policy. Wait. No, it might be right. Claude might be right. So let me see, setup layout. We don't need this anymore. And we don't need this. So I'm gonna go here. Oh yeah, I should have changed that. Don't need that, or this we do, this is there. And then, damn, great observations. Yeah, so I know for sure we don't need these. And then I guess it's also suggesting putting this before, so I'm gonna go with it because I did not pick up the other things. And let's see. Oh yeah. And then because we don't need this, is pencil available? We don't need this function anymore. And then we can build it and see that it's building. Cool. And let's see the app now. Nice. Wait. Oh. Dope. So this is only finger mode. And this, we go to my iPad and I run it. So it's still loading. Maybe a little too long. Oh, there we go. Oh, and constraints are being broken. This is on the settings page. How are there constraints being broken on the setting? Oh no, because it was leading. Wait. Title view. Title view. UI view. Yeah, I want to fix that later just so that I know for sure that the view will appear like I want it to. So I guess I can add this to do. Refactor, when I'm refactoring, I'll also add the to do. Oh, no, I want tab first. To do, fix constraint, and go here. What is it called? What's the word? The broken constraints is what it is. Fix broken constraints. But I don't, yeah, we'll see. Because it's not, the only place that the constraints could be broken are in the create page. I haven't even opened the coloring page. And right now when I open the create page, wait, where is that from? Okay, so right now we're on the create page. If I go to gallery, nothing happens. If I go to explore, nothing happens. If I go to create, nothing happens. If I go to settings. Wait, so where are these? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what constraints are being broken. It's only the create page that has any constraints. That's weird. Yeah, so that's fine. Let's see. I can draw with my finger. I can draw with my pencil. If I turn off draw with finger, ooh, okay. And then if I go to my own personal settings on my iPad and I tap, like, let's say, like, pencil. Is that where I can change the settings? Apple Pencil. Double tap, only draw with the Apple. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that is not something I want. Okay. So what's the issue? Okay, so the issue is it works how I want. If I turn off draw with finger, I can draw with my finger. If I turn it on, I can draw with my finger, draw with my pencil. If I turn it off, I can only draw with my pencil, and I can use one finger to move. The issue is if I hold where the coloring is taking place, is my breaking constraints here too? Yeah, it's a good thing I wrote that down. So the next to do that I'm gonna have to fix is when I tap in, hold, drawing, I get a select all insert space option, which might result in the user, because I think I'm able to, I was able to somehow tap it, hold it, and then move it as well. Oh yeah, I can move it. And I don't know if that is something if that's a feature or a bug. So I need to decide on that. Doing something they don't want. Plus, I can also move the drawing. Is that a feature to keep or disable? So this is good. Yeah, and on iPad I can no longer double tap to change modes. So I'm purely using the toolbar. So this is good. iPad. I can cross this off my list. Wait, let me double check. Allow finger mode. But user does not have pencil. Yeah, so this is good. This is good. So now this one, and then this one. First I'm going to take a break. Well, a break for the rest of the day. I'm going to stream. Gonna exercise. And then I will go back to working. Alright, so I won't stream tomorrow, but every morning, Pacific Standard Time, I stream from 6 to 9. Still getting used to waking up at 6 in the morning. So it's more like 7 to 9 at the moment, but you can see me Monday through Saturday. See you tomorrow.